The new Superman trailer from James Gunn landed, and it immediately got people talking. Beyond the visuals and casting debates, it posed a deeper question. Can hope make a comeback in our stories and culture? Of course, there were the usual debates about visuals, casting, and whether it would live up to predecessors. But what stood out to me were the deeper conversations about the tone of the film. Conversations about hope, sincerity, and the aspirational values it champions. These are themes that feel increasingly relevant in a world grappling with cynicism and division. It's been described as a return to something long missing. Hope, sincerity, and aspiration, qualities that challenge today's culture of cynicism. It's a sharp contrast to the darker, grittier takes we've seen in recent years, not just in the Superman films, but across the superhero genre. As I watched the trailer, I couldn't help but feel the weight of those themes. Honesty, integrity, hard work, truth, and justice. These are big ideas, even aspirational ideas. Ideas that frankly have often felt out of place in a postmodern world that thrives on cynicism. But here they were, front and centre, asking us to believe again. Not in a flawless hero, but in the good that can come from embracing these values. It made me think about why this kind of story feels so needed right now. For years we've lived in a cinematic and cultural space heavily influenced by postmodernism. Postmodernism challenged grand narratives and absolute truths. It gave us stories that were layered, ironic, and often subversive. And there's a lot of value in that. It's made us more critical thinkers and allowed us for complex storytelling. But somewhere along the way, that cynicism became the default setting. The hopeful, aspirational stories started to feel naive or outdated. And yet here we are in 2024, watching a Superman trailer that dares to say otherwise. It's not just nostalgia. It's a reflection of what we're craving as a society. We're facing immense challenges: economic instability, climate change, political division. The world can feel overwhelming and frankly hopeless. Maybe that's why the idea of a hero who stands for something so pure resonates so strongly right now. It's not about saving us, but about reminding us of what's possible when we embrace values like truth and justice. Stories like Superman's have always served as mirrors of their time. In the past, he's been a symbol of hope during wars, an emblem of justice during civil rights movements, and even a reflection of alienation during the Cold War. Today it feels like Superman is reflecting a yearning for connection and optimism in a world that feels fractured. It's a shift that I think goes beyond cinema, and it's something brands can learn from. If we talk about brands for a moment, like cinema, branding has had its own journey through postmodernism. Over the past few decades, we've seen brands lean heavily into irony, self-awareness, and subversion. Think of the countless ad campaigns that play with tropes, break the fourth wall, or poke fun at themselves. It's been effective. Audiences love a brand that's in on the joke. But much like postmodern cinema, this approach has its limits. When everything is ironic, where do you find something to believe in? The most forward-thinking brands are starting to move past that irony. They're tapping into something deeper and more authentic. Patagonia, for example, doesn't just sell outdoor gear, it stands for environmental action. Ben & Jerry's uses its platform to advocate for social justice. These brands don't hide behind slick slogans or clever quips. They're honest about what they stand for, and they're willing to do the hard work to back it up. That's what makes them resonate. What's fascinating is how this mirrors the shift we're seeing in cinema. Just as audiences are gravitating towards stories that embrace sincerity and hope, consumers are looking for brands that offer more than just products. They're looking for integrity, honesty, and a sense of purpose. In many ways, brands love the potential to become the modern-day symbols of hope. But, and this is important, they can't be saviors. This is where the Superman analogy takes on an interesting turn. Superman is a hero, yes, but his real power lies in inspiring others. He doesn't fix every problem or fight every battle alone. He reminds us of the values we can embody and the actions we can take. Brands have a similar role to play. They can't save us from the world's problems. No campaign, no product, no CSR initiative is going to fix climate change or end equality. But what they can do is inspire us. They can lead by example, showing that integrity and hard work matter. They can create platforms for change and empower individuals and communities to act. At the end of the day, it's not about waiting for a hero on the screen or in the marketplace. It's about realising that the power to create change lies within us. Cinema, like the Superman trailer, can remind us of that. Brands, if they're brave enough, can reinforce it. But the real work, that's up to us. So as we look to move into 2025, whether it's in the stories we tell or the brands we build, maybe the message is this: hope isn't a product to be sold or a story to be told. It's a choice we make every day, and it's a choice that together we have the power to bring to life. But what do you think about the future? Do let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. We post videos nearly every week about brand and culture. Thanks for watching, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next one.